We have one more retreat video after this. This whole month of June has just been a perfect example of how much fun you can have at a crafty retreat. Hi, this is Kelly with Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And I'm going to start today. This is all about either the journals that I made or that I completed or that I got from the retreat. Now, this is the one I had put together. I had not gotten my signatures in there yet, but the signatures were there. But my whole theme was friendship. And so I had a thing that I made with a daisy punch out, a button, and this word friendship that I put in everybody's journal. Everybody got one. And then I used the daisies. This paper was from Ollie's. It's an American Crafts paper. And made sure to put glossy accents in the centers of the daisies. This particular page was made by my friend from Sharon Madsen. I got her into junk journaling, and she is quick to remind me and tell everybody that. But she put a pocket on the inside of my cover, and then she put a tag in the pocket with a note on the back. This one was from Susan, and I think she added the pocket with some of the German Bible and some lace. This one is from Irma. She loves her pinks and her roses. She made a pocket and a card. This one I thought was really cool. This is from Denise, and she had a punch out of a cup, and she brought hearts. It says, "My cup runneth over." In the stack of papers from the gathering, there was this one, registration form for VIP membership information. And I thought that was cool. And the various papers, coffee dyes. This one is from Birdie. This one was this 2-page layout was from Rebecca. You've seen me show some of Rebecca hauls that I've gotten from Rebecca, but she did this pocket. And then she did this hidden journaling spot. This one was from Big Mama. And we tucked the recipe cards that I got from Lolly for candied pecans in here. And then there was this one. I love this little flapper girl from Margie. And then there was this one, which was one of those pop-out bags from Katie Buck. And her daughter did this one. Now, I loved how she glued all the buttons to the crescent moon. And I'm going to have to tilt it up so you can't see her information, but I want to read what else she wrote in here. And it says, "We shine together like the moon and stars." And I thought that was really pretty. Then there was this one from Lolly. Excuse me. And this little paper clip. And then there was this one. And then this one, looks like, yeah, they did leave me a pocket back here. So that was my memory journal from the gathering. Excuse me, where everybody decorated a page. Okay, so I'm going to set that one up here. Then there was this one. And I think this was Big Mama's. Pretty sure it was Big Mama's. Because it's got some of this recycled money paper. I love this paper. I would love to have several sheets of that. But I'm going to use this as a signature in my gathering book. It's just a quick folio using a double-sided. She took 2 envelopes, made them into one, so there's closure pockets front and back. So that was from Big Mama. So I'm going to put that one up there. Now, where do I start? We'll come back to that one because it's got an address card in the front. There's a lot of things on here that I gathered from that table of stuff I wanted to work with. I'll have to work on that. Okay, this was a journal I had started, and I had bits and pieces over here, and I thought, much to my dismay, stomp on something down there. I thought this stuff was supposed to go in this journal, but it's not. I have another journal in here to finish that this stuff will go in. But I had this one over there that I started. This was a Dollar Tree journal made from Dollar Tree items that I started with Jessica at Paper Terrace about 3 years ago. And I put a Tim Holtz fastener back here, hitch post fastener back here. And then it's all very springy colors, tucks, more tucks. I have the die that cuts this out, and turn-ups, envelopes. So I've got a pocket there and a pocket there. Add more envelopes to go in here that I've not used. So I thought this one was going to be finished, and it just has papers. I still have more tucks in here to go. Paper sack made with the same type of paper. All kinds of springy colors. Doilies. And I did this. All this was the back of that paper sack. And I could maybe... Nope, I can't do that. We'll see. So I have tucks and pockets. This squirrel napkin, I absolutely love him. I had to order several of these from a gal on Etsy. And I just enjoyed gluing this one. There he is with the valance over the window and the squirrel peeking in. We have squirrels that sit on our railing and look in the door at me wondering where their food's at. This one I used the scraps, and I just did a basket weave for this pocket. Now to keep things from hanging up when I put them in the pocket, I backed this with paper first so tags going in and out would have a smooth entry. Another one of those bags. A calendar may look upside down, but the picture's right side up. There's just a calendar page or bag. The bunny, I made him just a tuck. And I just patchwork stuff. Just bring it in color. And there was this one with, these are the Flinch card digitals from Dear Julie Julie. And I made a book with that. Not sure where some of these die cuts came from. That butterfly needs some help. Big envelope up here. Music papers. Bunny stickers, flip outs. Plenty of writing space. So while I thought I was finishing this one there, I wasn't. This was called, this is from Julie's, it's called the pages in your graduation books. And then there's a tag that goes into each one of them. This one was a Dear Julie Julie, I do believe. There's more of those. With that. So except for filling in a couple of pockets, this was a mini challenge in the challenge. And I did some pattern paper and sealed it and made that a pocket like that. So there's this one. This one needs to go in here somehow, and I'm not sure. I may just attach him and use him as a flip. Maybe put that there, glue him in the back, and then I can glue that down, and that would work. Okay, so we have that one done. Needs a little bit of help, but for all intents and purposes, that one is done. Then there was this one that I took with me that I wanted to try and finish, and there just wasn't enough hours in the day. But that's where these all go. I wound up making more embellishments before I put the journal together. So I have this journal, 2 put together. I made coin envelopes, pockets, coin envelopes, and you know I do things in 3s, so I tried to do everything in 3s. This is going on the front of this journal. This is a layered piece that I did in a junk journaling class. Similar to that, which was the junk journal retreat that I just took. Then I have belly bands, and there are 3 of those. And I was putting these all together thinking, okay, I'm going to get these things all done up. Then we're going to be done. I have these narrow belly bands made from the pieces. I think they go this way. So the eyelet goes down, backed with music paper, then some of the same Stampin' Up! Papers and the lace. So I've got 3 belly bands going that way, 3 vertical, 3 horizontal. And then there was this little mini journal that I did. And it needs a home in here. And then there were these. I did 3 of these bag pockets like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them down the sides so there's a pocket here and then a pocket within the bag. There were 3 of those. Then I did the wide belly bands. Thought there was another one of those, but they have the tag in the top and a tag in the side. So they each have 2 tags. I guess there's 2, one to go on either side of that. Then there were all kinds of tags. And what I did was I masterboarded, made a masterboard, and then cut out tags. And I used my tag template from Spectrum Art Creations to make sure I got all my corners. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there should be a 12th one in here somewhere. Okay, and then these were the doilies that I was using for that kit. Then there was, then I didn't realize I had so many things done up, and I made more. And this one's missing a piece, but that's another tall belly band. Then I did this with all the triangles. Remember when I did the pockets, or did the tags? I cut these off, and I made a border strip with those. And then I have these 3 bookmark or pockets, and what these are made from is the bags that my markers come in, my stamping blends from Stampin' Up! To make those pockets. They can be used as a tag, they can be used as a pocket themselves. Glue them into the page. And then I had this one, I think it goes this way, yeah. With a pocket that can glue into a front or back. Okay, then we had all of those, and the container of these things, these were the flowers that I made while I was there. And these were just made from oval punches. So I have all of those, and then put Stampin' Up! Buttons in the center. I have some hidden paper clips. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hidden paper clips. A whole bag of dangles. And I think these were supposed to go on that one. And then dots that I could use for whatever. So I have plenty to work with to put this journal together. I just need to put it together. So maybe I can get that done and show you this next Friday when I show you the journal. I have the signatures here ready to go. I just need to figure out the cover and get them. And that's what stumped me when I took out that other one. I thought these were the signatures that went into that other journal, and it wasn't. So I didn't have a cover, or I would have put this one together at the retreat. Instead, I took all the miscellaneous pieces that I had, and I made more embellishments. So now it's a matter of a cover, signatures, and then getting it put together. That shouldn't take long, right? You know, with everything else. Because I'm getting ready to set us up for Christmas in July. I'm working on that. Get these all, where'd that one go? This one right here. And let's put a piece of this down. Okay, the rest of what I got in here is stuff I picked up at retreat. And I'll show that to you in just a minute. let's go ahead and get these glued in. I'll put this one, let's just glue this way. Okay, I want to put that one like that. And let's go ahead and put this one like that. And they'll fill in that space, and then that will be dry and ready to go. Okay, let me lay this aside. Can't go too far with that because it's kind of in a mess. Okay, so this was one of the goodies that I got from Irma, my purple tassel. She does such beautiful tassels. I brought home this Kleenex box because I've been collecting Kleenex boxes. That's my receipts. I also got several 12 by 12 scrapbooking pockets that I can use. Let's move that off to the side because it's going to glare. It's also going to slide here in a minute. I got more coffee dyed notebook paper that I can always use. One of the things I picked up was this. Other stuff in here, I'm not sure what else. Oh, this was stuff that I just picked up that I could use, but I love these. These were pixie dust files on Etsy. I'm going to go in and look for the rest of her stuff, but those were some of the things that were on the Take Me Home unit. And, you know, because I like the teal on there, so I had to have that. And then this vintage hanky, I'm going to put that away. Then there was a card. This is what I used for my base. Put this on goldenrod. What did I use? I think I used crushed curry. With this, a daisy flower, and then a piece of paper that stamped that friendship on it. So I think that was what I used for that. This one was definite use. Blues and more envelopes, so stuff I can use there. And one of the things I'm doing this week is I'm going to go through and finally getting some of this stuff all put away. That's why I've been trying to do this in batches. I also got a Wendy's bag that I can use in my restaurant bag, restaurant journal. Put it over there with the restaurant stuff right now. Okay, so there's that one. Got these napkin covered envelopes. And I think these were from Big Mama. This was my thing of scraps that I was working from that had like that bag stuff in it for that journal. What's in this other pocket? A little of everything that went with that other journal. Okay, I gave away a case of colored chalks, but I hung on to 2 for my supply. I had bought a whole case of those at a garage sale once. Put the monk over there. And then the last thing to show you, oh, this is going to be another one of those take forever to upload. This was my journal about the retreat from last year. Now this key fob came from Kat, and what I did was I covered it with paper, put the gathering on the inside, 2025 on the back side, and then I put dimensional glaze over this to seal it. This was one of the pictures from the gathering of all of us sitting around the table. There's Katie Buck, there's Mimi, there's Big Mama, and Tara, and Irma. Can't tell who those 2 are. I think that one's Susan, and that's Kat. Can't tell who the others are. Not without my glasses. But I set this in a page protector from one of those little brag books. The wallpaper's from Big Mama. And then I did all the pages on the inside to put stuff. Just flips and stuff to play with. And then I did a pocket and I did a tag for everybody that was at the gathering. So this one was for Tara. I love the bunny napkin. And then there were some I had tags for but never got back. Birdie the Recycled Hippie Chick. That's all of her. That's all of her moniker. And she has a channel on here. Then there was this one from Mimi. Now there was 3 or 4 girls I did not get tags for because I left last year before they had all, we kind of came in and out. And so I left tags with Mimi for her to get the information from for me. And she did. She got it to me about 2 weeks before gathering this year. And I brought the envelope in here to the office and laid it down. And I don't know where it went, so I'm on the hunt for that. There's some of that restaurant tissue paper. So that's what I did. I put a tag in a pocket on everything. This was for Julie. I had playing cards that I used. Now the stack of books, I'd used cutouts. An envelope. The window. Another. Each signature starts with one of these. And then we go through it, and it's pretty much the same way all the way through. Everybody got a card tuck. There was that paper. There were the cards with people's names and information. I thought the We Are family was perfect in here. Because we are a family. And I've never liked group chats, but I enjoy talking to these people every day in group chat and seeing what's going on and offering up prayers when they need them. And just a real blessing to be a part of this group. If you are not a part of a group, I hope you will find one. You can come meet up with us at Dear Julie's YouTube channel in her lives and premieres. She has one every day, I think except Sunday. She also has a Patreon account where she's always welcoming new people in. And we'd love to have you join us. Now for finance reasons, I dropped my Patreon a long time ago. But there's still so much to do within the group. So I have this one. This was my memory book from last year. And hopefully next week I can show, well, I won't be able to show you next week my book for this year's gathering, but I can show you what I'm going to be using. So that's going to give it for today. I hope you have been inspired by some of the things I've showed and the creativity of some of these women. And I will see you back here on Tuesday with Tag Tuesday, where we're going to be working in my patriotic journal, and I've got an update for you on that patriotic journal. In the meantime, please remember to like, to share, subscribe, and creative blessings.